This series just exists cause it isn't even a series. I'm just pushing it out. Soda racing. This is the first video and the last video I will be doing on soda racing. It's basically called iOS racing, and I thought they meant the phone at first, but I don't care. I guess I'm just gonna be playing this stupid game. It's not stupid. I guess I just have to play this game called iOS Racing. Banana Split's my main cast, and I know iOS isn't a phone, it's just the version like mobile iOS. Start the video. We start this video with engines 1 through 5 doing a race. Henry is in first place, and Thomas is in last, while James is in a second and Gordon's in third. Never mind, Thomas is about to claim his place in fourth. James will probably win because I'm driving him. Gordon is catching up to James, but Henry's still first place. And there's also mushrooms from Minecraft. Henry gets out. And then that derails Gordon, because Henry crashed. But that was a bad thing. Then it was up to James and Gordon to win the race. James won the race, and he was happy. He realized since he won the race, he would get $1 billion, and James would be rich in the next video. So, since he won the race, and he'd get infinite money in the money machine that he won from spending all his money from doing soda racing, he realized since he won, he could do whatever he wants, because he can buy out the whole entire place. So James was plotting what he could do with the money, and then he realized he wasn't in charge of the racing forever. Since he won the money the first time, he's gonna see who else will be rich by the next video, and who else will have the infinite money machine. James gathered the engines that didn't race last time. At least the engines are in the game, so now we're doing Percy versus Robert versus Duck versus Rover. Oh yeah, that's the time that everyone took. Anyways, we see Percy in first place, and Arthur Curtis died, but he's still going. Then we see Robert sabotage Percy's race that ended up in him dying. But Percy's alive, and Robert's semi-alive, and Arthur's pie. Now we're doing Duck versus Oliver versus Boco versus Stephanie. Duck is in first place, and then Stephanie also dies. Okay. And then the Olive dies. Wait, no, that's the Duck. The Duck! Okay, now it's just James and Boca racing with a soda cup and the $1 million. And who won last race? Percy. So James and Percy are rich. And Percy shares that money. I don't know if he just died then. Oliver. The olive. The bibbly bop olive. And then James realized he was on Gordon's track for some odd reason. There's no points in this game, so there must have been a hacker. Okay, so Bilko is also rich. Anyways, Percy shared the money with Thomas and Toby. Now Farquhar Sheds is rich. And now we do the final race. Billy versus Spence. It's obvious. Billy wins. In a shocking plot twist, Billy wins the final race, and he gets a duck, because everyone hates him, and then he gets pushed into the water, like Thomas fell into the water in the first race. Never mind, Billy just died. Now, let's do for a short ad break of firing engines falling off a cliff, because why not? Okay, so now we're on the cliff game. The iOS cliff game. We're not going to kill any of these characters. First, we're starting with Handcart. Then we're doing Alien Bird. Handcart's going top. No, Handcart dies and tries to sabotage Alien Bird. And then they die. Handcart's going crazy. Okay, let's see who's gonna fall of the ad break next. Splattering Dodge. Splatter obviously wants to boy. And then Dodge thinks his surprise and dies. Those guys had no purpose anyways. They just appeared in the magic railroad. And then they got turned back into Aryan Bert. Tram. Okay, now Neville. Hold up, wait a minute. Something right. Why is she tipped over? I'm just not gonna care until after this part's over. Fergus is dead. Neville falls off the cliff. Then Salty falls off the cliff. Then Fergus gets spared, surprisingly. I don't know where Handcart went. Anyways, Bill... Is that Billy Bent? Anyways, Bill got knocked over. So... we just leave him there to suffer. Marty's number 87. Was that the pirate? No, we're not flashbacking to that one copyrighted FNAF video. Marty dies. Did I mention Diesel spared? Okay, 70 is one of the only ones here with an accurate number. Never mind what I said. Okay, so first, Stephanie really goes fast. And then he unlocks certain ability that he will use later. Okay, I want to be done with firing off the cliff. I guess we have a few more engines to go. Billy. I thought Billy already died. They didn't die. They just derailed. They don't die on the cliff. This is just an alternate universe. Nothing on the cliff is canon. Fall. iOS of Sodor. You should play it if you want to see me record. Yep. I use that game sometimes to record, I guess. Okay, we're down to Thomas, Henry, Toad, James, Aldrin, Duck. James, be spared. No, don't fall off the cliff. You me favorite. And then Toad just kills Mr. Oliver. Last time I did this, Henry lived. I was going to knock him off the rails. And then we see, oh man, Henry fell down. Okay, so Rosie is a lot alive. There's also Oliver that's mostly alive. James is tender. Short break is not done. Thomas has fun. Never mind these engines. Be real fast. So Thomas flopped over and then he doubled. Then he said bend over. Then he just kept recoupling and then he decided to leave his coaches behind. Welcome to iOS Racing Season Finale. Battle of the Brains. We're doing color battles, and I'm in Percy, so he's probably gonna win. Let's see. Duck eliminated. The duck! No! Duck! Okay, no. Henry's glitching. And then the Olive Boys. Like he normally would. Now she's down to Percy and Boko, and usually Boko lives through these without me being in him. But right now, he's slamming his head into the ground. So let's just see if anything good happens. I didn't mention that pig, but we can some context on that later. We're going on a trip in a racing rocket ship, going 95. We're not going that fast. We are wait. Dun 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 dun. Our favorite show has come to a climax. Doing car racing, iOS racing. It's just a real skill game made by iOS for skill, and I thought it meant iOS the device. We're just going up this hill, going down the hill. iOS racing. Okay, what was that? The season finale. We're about to do iOS race. Uh-oh. Anyways, we're almost there. We'll do another unnecessary theme tune. Hold up, we're just doing the battle of the two engines that exist. We're going on our final race. We're going on our final races. Because we can. iOS racing, we're trying not to fall off the hills, but we're not trying not to lose the hills. So if our drivers go on us, we will survive. iOS racing has a season finale. People getting rich. iOS racing. Okay, Battle of the Blue. No, it'd be obvious. We're going on a final racing of this season. Is really fun. iOS racing. I thought by iOS I meant the device. That means I end up later. iOS racing. It's obvious what time is it. Well, I was right. Golden's going ahead. Wait, Golden wins. Wait. iOS racing. Okay, let's go. Let's go. This game is so short and so stupid. And the beta iOS. Uh-oh. Oh no, Golden, what? Okay. Golden wins, so that means Golden wins. Now we're gonna make a final race. We did our final racings, and Spencer and Stephanie lived. So we're going to see who's the best racer. We're going on our final race of the year. We're never doing this anymore. iOS racing will probably be the only time I make iOS videos is on the phone I don't even own. We're gonna do iOS. James gets a second infinite running machine. iOS racing. James, I will help you. What was that? James, I will catch up to you. Make sure not to derail. Oh no, James, you're already derailing. But just don't fall into the water. I will catch you. Darn it, I had my snowplow on. I could save him. There are any mushrooms in this game. This isn't Minecraft. Driving on the rails right after a dig. Hey, that bump is shaped like a pig. DEI, how about to die? I'll go 1,000 miles in an hour. Little do you know, I filled up on coal. I'ma turn you into a bacon hole. Pulverize this pig in front of my dig and send you out of pig. This has been known as the Piggy Massacre. It was not the piggy's fault. It was the piggy's father's fault, as he was not paying attention and he wasn't knowing that they have traveled outside of Minecraft. But he just stared at Stephanie after he ran over the sun pig. But it wasn't the sun pig's fault, it was Stephanie's fault. It was the father's pig's fault for making Stephanie go on a bacon rush. Bacon that I can't eat. Okay, I just need to push out this video as soon as possible, because I guess we're gonna do the Bros episode 1, because I can't find a definitive series, but the main 2 shows that I'll be working on, or projects that I'll be working on, would probably be, the Untitled Show and the Bros. So, see you on the flip side. And 2Trend17 Productions, signing out. Bye-bye, gamers. Bye. Also, one more thing. The Bros and the Untitled Show are the 2 last massive projects I'm going to work on. Because there's an even more massive project that tie in to the timeline of both of these, and probably some of my other projects that I kind of abandoned. It is Airship.